Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, Sunday, running an empty food review. I know I don't always film on Sundays, but sometimes I do. And today was a day that warranted a review. I said, why not? Let's go out, let's do it. So as we know, the last reviews I've done were from Sbarro, and number one, everyone thought they already closed, which I guess most of them did, but some didn't. And tried the worst pizza slice I've ever eaten in my life. And it was very overpriced. I said, let's get something a little cheaper and hopefully okay. So I ventured over to White Castle this afternoon. I picked up four regular original sliders. And then I got this one too. And this is a specialty one. I already ate the sliders. That's my meal for the day. And that'll suffice, 4 sliders. I think is a real big portion, so that doesn't bother me. Now, they have 2 new sliders that they're introducing. They have the French onion cheese slider, and they have the roasted garlic cheese slider. Now, I got the roasted garlic cheese slider. As you can see, the little green sticker that you can't read. It says garlic on it. It says garlic. And as they describe it, it says it's described as, quote, a vibrant cheese mixed with savory roasted garlic. Yeah, right, let's admit it. It's cooked at White Castle. It's, that's that. Anyway, it's a savory cheese blend that we all know and love. That's, cooked with the garlic. It's still piping hot, fresh, and hope it'll be good. I hope so. I don't have any real expectations here, but I hope it's okay. So the roasted garlic cheese cider from White Castle going in. That was a fake bite to make fun of myself for how I allegedly take small bites. And we'll take one more bite here. Boom. Alright. Roasted garlic cheese cider from White Castle, the Castle of White. Alright, how does it taste exactly? Well, first and foremost, here's what there is to notice, okay? Obviously, the slider itself is, the bread is soft and pretty airy, as it normally is, especially the top bun. You can definitely taste a bit of the onion. That does kind of... It's there. It mostly kind of tastes reminiscent to an original White Castle slider, in that the beef itself is, it's got that saltier... I actually watched them today actually make the patties. They kind of season it with this salt and pepper little seasoning that kind of adds to the saltiness of the beef. But there's not a lot of beef on the, on the sandwiches, as we all know at this point. The onions, they add that little bit of a sharpness to the flavor, but really, and the onions, by the way, had a little bit of a sweetness to them. Really what you're going to notice here is not the cheese on it, but it's going to be the garlic. Now, we all know anything that has garlic on it, and really any quantity, we know that garlic kind of stands out to us. we know that if they put a good amount of garlic on an item, that garlic is just the dominating flavor, because garlic is really a very powerful flavor. And when put on a dish, it can either add a little bit of flavoring in very small amounts, or it can just dominate the whole thing in substantial qualities. I believe they put the garlic, I believe they put it on top of the cheese, on top of the cheese blend, right? I believe they put a little bit of that garlic on top of the cheese, and really the quantity that they put on really dominates the sandwich. For those of you who go to White Castle, you're going to notice very simply, all that this is just the White Castle slider with garlic on it, you know. You get that normal greasy, salty White Castle slider, a little bit of that oil, on the bottom bun, that little sweetness from the onions, and add garlic to it, and that's what you get. I know it sounds very simple, it sounds idiotic, but that's all there is to it. They make it seem like it's this fancy thing. It doesn't just have regular garlic, it's roasted garlic, it's been roasting in the, in the special ovens for the, it's been fermenting and just aging for the last 5 years for this sandwich. They make it sound that fancy that, garlic was hand-plucked from the finest garlic plantations in Italy, or whatever they like to say that makes it sound nice. But it's garlic. That's all there is to it. You bite in, you get that little bit of a garlicky flavor that's very noticeable. And that's it. You can't taste the cheese, really. The garlic kind of drowns that out. And it kind of takes away, it kind of mutes the rest of the flavors, really. You're going to bite in, you'll be able to taste a little bit of that saltiness, that little bit of sweetness from the onions, a little bit of that juiciness from the tiny little patty. But really, you're mostly going to be able to taste that garlic. Anywhere you bite in where that cheese is, you're going to be able to taste that garlic, and that's going to be the dominating flavor. But overall, if you really want the cheese, you're going to be a little disappointed in that. But overall, I still think it's not too bad. Did I put the receipt in my shirt pocket? Anyways, I remember what it was. Never mind. I remember what it was. Yeah, that was it. I was trying to think it's over there in the bag. You want me to get it anyways? Yeah? You do? You want validation? Okay. Fine. I'll do it for you. Because, otherwise I can be lying to you. There's no such thing that I could just be holding up some old receipt and just lying to you there. But the roasted garlic cheeseburger was 98 cents for it. Good deal, good price. The 4 other sliders were $3.16, so I got 5 burgers for $4.49. Great deal. Beats out that $7.50 slice of pizza from Sbarro. And overall, I think it's pretty pleasant. Cheese could be lacking a little bit, but they did a good job with that garlic flavor, and it's cheap too, so nothing really to complain about there. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be giving this the roasted garlic cheese cider from White Castle. I'm going to be giving it out of 10, a 7.9 out of 10. Again, a little bit above average. 7.5 is average. Please watch the rating scale video before you ask about the scale. And 7.9 out of 10. Definitely a little bit above average. Cheese is lacking a little bit. Not the greatest thing in the world, but still has that good garlic flavor, which is noticeable. I think it makes it for a tasty little snack. That's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, the Report of the Week, and this is Running an Empty Food Review. Take care. Have a good week, and I'll be back with you Monday. I don't know if it's Monday already, then I'll see you Tuesday. Take care.